Jay Jacoby. I'm Director of Video and Media Operations. So a quick plug, if you want to see more poems from us and also from the youth that we mentor, you can go to youtube.com/Sacrificial Poets. This poem that I'm going to do, so set aside from being a spoken word artist, I also help run a self-defense company for women with my mother. And this poem is a reflection of stories that I got to experience from the women that I was help training. So this is, because I believe with women and domestic violence issues, I feel like their voices go unheard a lot. So this is a poem dedicated to all them. Their days would sometimes start with a kiss. Good morning winds gently blowing across both their lips, they were near fragments of a larger photograph that society hadn't pictured yet. You would swear at first glance that love curled between their lips, fingertips and cheeks with each kiss, touch and giggle that came from both of their bellies where beasts sang barking hymns and hymn, but just as quiet as night falls and the sun rises. Dusk fell, and so did her mourning. His wrinkled lifelines cupping her existence, her silence was too heavy to hold in the palms of his hands. Battered and bruised, her silence was too heavy for her back, so she took those discs that he slipped with her trust and replaced them with her vertebrae just so she can put it behind her. She told herself he would change. She said the past was everyone's enemy, but his was more like the resurrection of Hitler. She thought having skeletons for ex-boyfriends in her closet was bad. Now she had a Holocaust for a household. More worse than Nazis burning down your synagogue, because the church says it's a little unorthodox to divorce, even if a spouse is abusive. But no garden hose could sprinkle these trail of tears back north into ducks, so they told her to pray for him. But they don't know the way that he makes her worship him. He, her husband, holds loyalty in his holy hands, but faith has never hit Grace's cheek so hard. His holy hand slaps like a Baptist sermon while his forehead is sweating sin as she squeezes that choker collar cross charm a little harder as he hits, and she prays a little harder, but you can't hear her faint murmurs because God doesn't speak with swollen lips or a front tooth missing lisp. She can't even whisper her joys, let alone speak of her sorrows, so she remains silent. Horror stories soon turn to petty excuses to friends and family, like bumping face on rail down a flight of stairs that he happened to be standing on. She always said that she wanted to fall in love, but not as hard as a child. She painted what she wanted her future to look like. But she never visualized Da Vinci coming back to life. See, he transformed her body into a fresh white canvas. Finger painted black and blue bruises on her skin, so she had to wear her colors better than Mona and Lisa did. Because before they exchanged their sacred vows and before she ever knew who this man was, there were others who held hair-splitting memories in their braids. Bad hair days had domestic violence weighing loudly in their locks, so their nightmares kept them guessing. But they no longer wanted his dreamy features chained in on their minds, so they tried to Native American scalp their lasso strands off to sleep, but their silence has since weaved its way into my spine and rooted itself into my soul. This poem is that kiss. The good morning winds, the near fragments of a larger photograph that society hasn't pictured yet. When will you speak for the fallen? When will you speak for your women? Thank you.